Namaste. Today, I want to go over the basics of vertical twist kicks, using the backside 180 round and the pop 180 hook as our examples. We have a lot of information to cover today, so let's get started. We can think about all tricks, and especially vertical twist kicks, as starting from one of 4 different stances, all dependent on which way I'm facing when I start the trick. I twist to my left, so my direction of momentum goes to the left side. This would be considered backside because my back is facing the direction that I normally twist. This is considered neutral or inside stance. Things like the aerial start from here. That said, we can always use this as the starting stance for a vertical twist kick. This is considered front side because the front of my body is facing the way I twist. And this is considered outside. I'm just facing the outside and the audience is over there. When we do vertical twisting kicks, they can start from any of those 4 stances. The ones that we're gonna be going over are the backside 180 round kick and the front side 180 hook. Those stances are really important when we are starting tricks. But when we land tricks, there's 4 different stances we need to learn the names of. If something lands somewhere between backside and neutral, so in this quadrant right here, they consider it a hyper. If something lands somewhere between neutral and front side, in this quadrant right here, we call that mega. If it's on the back one, we call that semi. And if it's on this one, we call it complete. All the different landing stances have a bigger range than the starting stances because when we're tricking, sometimes we'll under-rotate a bit, sometimes we'll over-rotate a bit. So if it's anywhere in this quadrant, we're gonna call that hyper. Anywhere in this quadrant, mega. Anywhere in this quadrant, semi. Anywhere in this quadrant, complete. When we do the backside 180 round kick, we're starting in backside, but we're ending somewhere in the mega range. When we do the pop 180 or front side 180 hook kick, we're gonna land somewhere in the hyper range. Understanding where a trick starts and where a trick ends is so important because we want to go from that starting position, do whatever flair or demonstration trick we're trying to do, and then get to that ending position. Not under-rotate, not over-rotate, but try and stay right on our target. Let's talk technique on the backside 180 round kick. To do the backside 180 round, we are literally going to start in the backside stance. We're going to jump up. We're gonna rotate 180 degrees, and then we're going to round kick. The key to doing a good backside 180 round is to be able to land in this kind of position, because that is the kicking position. We want to jump and slowly rotate our way to that kicking position where we're able to land while executing the kick. If I over-rotate my backside 180 round, I end up kicking that guy, which is a cool trick, and it's good to be able to kind of control all the 90-degree variations in between these. That said, we really want to understand and control the 180-degree twist just by doing a pop 180 round kick. Now, let's go over the technique for the pop 180 hook, which is similar to the pop 180 round. We're gonna start in that front side stance. We're going to jump up, rotate 180 degrees, and then land somewhere in hyper. So somewhere in this quadrant, we're going to shoot out that leg and drag it across to do a hook kick. We really want to be able to land in this kind of position right here, because this is the position where we're going to be able to start and execute a nice solid hook. Our goal is to just start from standing vertical, twist, land in that kicking position while kicking across our target. We kind of want to land and kick at the same time, or kick while we're still in the air. That is the goal whenever we're doing any vertical twist kicks, is to jump, twist, smack that target. If you're struggling with over-rotating or under-rotating either of these tricks, the key is to focus on our arms. That's going to be what's controlling the majority of our spin and our twist when we do these tricks. When we set up from that vertical position, I'm winding my arms in a giant hoop, in a giant circle, to generate twisting momentum. And it's that twisting momentum that lets me twist once I leave the ground. Now I have to control it because we're only doing 180 degrees. And when we do that twist, we're just pulling to that opposite shoulder. So I'm starting from that hoop, pulling to the opposite shoulder. When we do the kick portion of this, we want to open up our arms and move them in opposition. Whether we're doing the hook kick, boom, or the round kick, boom, both of those have an oppositional movement with our upper body that slows down our twist, that allows us to land comfortably. If we don't do that opposition movement, we end up just twisting the whole time. We want to get that kick to stick, and to do that, we want to move our upper body opposite of that kicking leg. Whether we're doing the backside 180 round or the pop 180 hook. Both have that oppositional movement in the upper body as the lower body sweeps across. The biggest, most important tip when learning the backside 180 round or the pop 180 hook or any vertical twisting kicks is to find the right amount of flip. So what do I mean when I say that? When I do a round kick, I don't have my chest perfectly straight up and down. Instead, I'll lean my chest back a little bit, and that lean is what allows me to kick nice and high. Same with the hook kick. I'm not going straight here, straight up with my chest. I'm leaning my chest back a little bit so that way I can execute that hook kick. Same thing when we do the backside 180 round or the pop 180 hook. We want to jump up, twist, and do a slight lean back so that way we can execute that kick while moving our arms in opposition. Same thing with the backside or the pop 180 hook. I'm going to jump up, I'm going to twist 180 degrees, and then I'm going to lean back a little bit so that way I can shoot that hook out across and sweep it against the target. Ugh. We don't want to lean back too much like I did on that example. We want to jump up and lean back just slightly, just enough so that way we can kick our leg nice and high. When I see people first learning these tricks, they'll either not flip at all or totally overflip. We want to flip literally just from here to here. It's barely any flip, and we need to control ourselves when we do that. That's how we execute the best, most perfect round and hook from the vertical twist kick setup. Right now, we're at the yellow belt level, 180 degrees, pop 180 hook, backside 180 round. Being able to do these super fundamental vertical twist kicks is important at the yellow belt level because we're going to scale things up as we move up the belt ranks to 360s, 540s, and 900s. These two tricks, they're pretty easy, they're pretty safe, and they're pretty discoverable. We can go through these tricks and discover a lot about the technique by training them, and that technique will translate as we move up the ranks to do with the higher level twists. Finally, do not let the names of these tricks box us in. We want to do tricking. Tricking has freedom. Tricking is all about freedom and expression. If we want to do a outside 720 round, we can do that too. Same thing if we want to do an inside 720 hook. While the tricks are named in usually 80-degree increments, we can twist anywhere between those. We can do 90 degrees, we can do 180, we can do 720, and once we get to 360, then I think we've scaled up to a brand new trick, and that's what we're gonna call it. That said, have freedom. Don't feel like you gotta box yourself in to just 180 round or 180 hook. Experiment, play around. That discovery is how we get better at tricks. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions on the pop 180 round or backside 180 round or the pop 180 hook, please leave them in the comments down below. I'll get to as many as I can. If you're still curious and struggling with the landing and takeoff stances, go to loopkicks.com/stances, and that is the best resource that I currently have for showing people how the landing stances work. They've made a great page that has examples, different variations, and understanding those examples and variations can put in one's head how to do and how to understand the stances of tricking, the starting stances and the landing stances, because they're going to matter so much more as we move to higher level tricks. Thank you guys again, and please have a lovely day. I'm gonna go feed some cats.